The color blue is relatively rare in living things compared to other colors, and there are a few reasons for this phenomenon. Pigment availability. The coloration of living organisms is often the result of pigments, which are molecules that absorb certain wavelengths of light and reflect others, creating the perception of color. However, there are relatively few natural pigments that produce a stable blue color. Many blue pigments found in nature, such as indigo and phthalocyanine, are not commonly produced by living organisms or are not easily incorporated into biological structures. Structural coloration. In some cases, organisms achieve a blue appearance through structural coloration rather than pigmentation. Structural coloration occurs when the microscopic structure of an organism's tissues or surfaces interacts with light to produce color. For example, the blue color of the morpho butterfly's wings is not due to pigment but rather the reflection and scattering of light by tiny scales on their wings. Structural coloration can be found in various organisms, but it is generally less common than pigmentation. Evolutionary factors. Evolutionary processes may also contribute to the relative rarity of blue coloration. Natural selection favors traits that provide a survival advantage or attract mates, and the available pigments or mechanisms for producing blue coloration may not have been as advantageous in many environments. Therefore, other colors that are more prevalent and advantageous, such as green for photosynthetic organisms or warning colors for defense, may have been selected for more frequently. Human perception. It's worth noting that the perception of color, including blue, is subjective and influenced by human vision. Some organisms may possess blue coloration that is difficult for humans to perceive due to differences in visual systems or the specific wavelengths of light they can detect. While blue may be relatively rare in living things, there are still notable examples of blue-colored organisms, such as bluebirds, blue whales, blueberries, and certain types of flowers. It's just that the prevalence of blue coloration is not as widespread as other colors in the natural world.